I am so delighted for you that you've downloaded the Performance Improver Scorecard. It's going to make a really big difference to how your team perform and also what they focus on day to day. So make sure you check your inbox in a few minutes to get your copy. But before you do that, make sure you watch this video so I can share with you the 3 steps to take to get the most from your new tool. Now, these are the exact 3 steps that our clients use to get team members more engaged in their own development and more focused on their continuous improvement of their all-round performance. Now, what I've used for years in building and leading high-performing teams. Now, it's fair to say I've been around quite a long time and I've worked with teams for a very long time, both as a junior and a senior manager within McDonald's, where alongside systems, people development was the name of the game, and I'm sure it still is. Over the last 10 years of my clients, I've also worked with them to help them understand how to build a high-performing team and get the best out of every single team member. So I really get the importance of teamwork and having each individual contributing what they can. I know what it's like though, I hear it all the time. Why can't they just do what I want them to do? Why can't they show some initiative? Why can't they just get it? You know, that frustrated voice of the established entrepreneur who never wanted to be a people manager, probably. They just wanted success. But with success came a bigger team. And with the bigger team came more people pain. You know that training is important and you do your best. But more often than not, you leave it to the senior members of the team to pass on their knowledge. And the trouble with that is it becomes like a game of Chinese whispers, with each team member putting their spin on how a task should be done, and it's diluting your standards. And then, of course, you don't pick up on the dropping standards because your people are trying, they're working hard, and you don't want to upset them, or you just don't want the hassle of a confrontation, or tears, or someone storming out. It's so much easier just to let it go and work late yourself to pick up the pieces, right? No. If you're an established entrepreneur looking to scale your business and free yourself from the day-to-day of your operation, then team development, building a high-performing team, is crucial to your success. And feedback is a really big part of that. So what can you do differently to get massively improved results? How can you break the cycle? Well, the good news is the Performance Improver Scorecard is really going to help you. You know, we all need to give and receive feedback. It pushes us to raise our game, inspires us to do better, to be better, to learn from our mistakes and continuously improve and develop. But all feedback should focus on behaviours, not on personality. You know, you can't change who you are, but you absolutely can change how you behave. So as people managers, when we give feedback, we want to focus on the end result, making sure that our team member either improves their performance or continues to deliver great performance. The feedback we give needs to be constructive and focused on these 3 questions. What did I see or hear or maybe read that is causing me to want to give feedback? What impact did that have on me, on the team, or on the customer? Or what will it have? And what do I want my team member to either change or keep doing? You know, we should be giving feedback every day when we see or hear great things from our team, or when they aren't performing to our standard, or they're cutting corners, so that we can correct their behaviour. It's never a confrontation when you make it about behaviour and when you make it the norm. Constructive feedback, not criticism, feedback. And then when it comes to more formal reviews, that's where your new scorecard comes in. When you look at the scorecard, you see that it's split into 3 key areas: individual performance, team contribution, and demonstration of your team and business values. 3 facets of your team members' performance that are going to make them a high value, high contributing member of your team, and a well-rounded human being to boot. With their individual performance, you're focused on the work that they're doing every single day. Are they following procedures? Are they delivering on targets? Are they performing their role to the standards you expect? This is your opportunity to clarify what you actually do expect, to praise them for what they've done well since you last sat down with them, and to put them on the right track to improve their day-to-day performance. Even if they're doing well, we can all always improve our performance. The team contribution section does what it says on the tin. It looks at how well they've worked with their colleagues. Do they help out when the team are under the gun? Do they stay positive and keep those around them positive? Do they engage and involve themselves in team meetings, and so on? I've worked with people myself who were great at delivering on targets, but they'd walk all over the rest of the team to do it. This section of the scorecard picks up on that sort of behaviour. And then we have the values section. I am a big believer, if you know anything about me, you know this. I'm a big believer in hiring people who share your values, surrounding yourself with a team who care about what you care about, who are passionate about the same things, who have the same boundaries and lines they won't cross. It makes everything so much easier. When your starting point and your end goal are aligned with your team members, the job of managing them becomes a doddle. So the values section of your scorecard will begin to identify those whose values are not aligned with yours. If it's a really bad mismatch, then you're going to need to consider whether you want them in your team. But if you've hired well, it will most often be the case that your team member just needs someone like you to give them feedback, really honest feedback that highlights how their behaviour doesn't match their own values or those of the team. A great team is built on the shared values and contribution of every member of it. The scorecard's going to help you to achieve that. But the truth is that what I've shared with you today is only one small piece of a 3-stage roadmap that's going to take you from slave to your business to scale ready. From working long hours, struggling with people pain, waking up at 3 a.m. remembering stuff you still have to do, to scale ready, free from the day-to-day of your operation and able to use that new time freedom to scale your business or sell it, or maybe run it from a beach somewhere if that's what you really want. The Scale Ready Roadmap isn't something I cooked up in my basement a few nights ago. It's the product of over 30 years of learning and experience, and it's proven stuff. We have it down to a science. It doesn't exist anywhere else on the planet. It really works for big businesses like McDonald's who've turned scaling up into an art form, and also for the established small and medium-sized businesses that I work with, from beauty to hospitality, from manufacturing to finance, professional services, and so on. It's the most step-by-step predictable way to build a business that operates consistently and reliably, whether you're there or not. And that's the real crucial bit. It's a roadmap to redundancy, if you like, and it's made up of 3 clear stages. So stage 1 is all about your foundations. If you're going to build a solid, consistent and reliable business, it has to have rock-steady foundations. So we focus on 3 crucial steps that you need to get right. First of all, your mindset. You're figuring out how much you really want to change, what your big why is, how committed you are to doing what needs to be done. Your customer experience, which is the cornerstone of your entire business, so we want to make sure it's simple and straightforward, that you're easy to do business with. And then, of course, your team. We want to know if you've surrounded yourself with people who share your values, whether you would rehire every member of your team tomorrow, and if not, we'll help you build the right team around you, the team that's going to make everything else you do so much easier. So stage 1 builds really solid foundations. And then in stage 2, we're looking to strengthen your business core. And that means getting your training and development system set up and working properly, giving you the tools and the strategies you need to give feedback that's going to improve performance, to keep everybody on track. We then look at the rhythm in your business and help you to put the 90-day planning system and the communication system in place that are going to give you that rhythm, that steady rhythm in your business that keeps everything moving forward and gives you momentum. And then we look at how you're selling and show you ways to make it systemized, predictable, and consistent. And finally, in stage 3, we put the finishing touches to our scale readiness and work on the 3 final essentials for sustained success and scalability. We could call these the wealth systems because they focus on turning great revenue into great profit and on looking after your wealth in terms of time freedom, personal growth, and freedom of choice, with the final piece sustaining all of this through a system for continuous improvement. It's robust, built on over 30 years of experience, and it will take you from slave to scale ready in 9 short months. So the choice really is yours. The fact that you're still watching this video tells me that you're at that fork in the road. So which path you choose to take is going to determine where you're at this time next year. Are you going to be just as frustrated as you are now? Maybe a little more stressed, maybe having a few more relationship problems, missing out on events that are important to your kids or your friends or your family? How long are you prepared to put up with that? That's really the big question that you need to ask yourself. Or are you going to sort this once and for all and get to the point that you've wanted to be at all along, with a business that runs itself and the freedom to choose what to do with all of this extra time that you're going to have, whether to scale or sale or franchise or run your business from a beach somewhere, if that's what you want to do. If you're going down the let's get this sorted path and you're really serious about solving this problem, then your next step is to book a call with us, where we'll figure out together where you're at right now and the exact roadmap that you need to follow to get you where you want to be. Scale, sale and franchise ready, with complete freedom from the day-to-day of your business. There is no charge for the call, but my calendar does fill up quickly. So click the button below and grab your slot. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. So let's speak soon.